All right, so now we're going to take a look at 5 major arpeggios. They're very easy to learn, but first off, let's talk about what an arpeggio actually is. Okay, so arpeggio, okay, which comes from an Italian word, so it's not arpeggio, it's just arpeggio. All right, so first off, let's draw some clefs here. Arpeggios are just based off of triads or chords. Okay, so let's say for C major, the one chord is just C, E, G. That's literally what our arpeggio will be. So instead of playing all 3 notes as a block chord, we're going to be playing one note at a time. So we'll be playing just the C, then the E, then the G. And then we'll be doing it again, C, E, G, and then we'll have a C, high C, so, and then we'll just descend back down, like so. And the thing about this is, and I'll highlight this for you so you can see it. Here is our chord C, E, G. Here's our chord C, E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G. Okay? So it's literally just C, E, G, C, E, G, and back down. And if we're thinking in terms of octaves, C to C is 1 octave, and then C to C is another octave, just like this. Okay? So this is a 2-octave scale, or a 2-octave arpeggio, rather. So here's the cool thing about your arpeggios, all right? The fingering is the same for every single arpeggio you'll be playing in this class. It's the same, right? So this is so easy to learn. It's not going to take long at all. So the fingering for the right hand is going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And the top note will be 5th finger. Okay? So notice we really have a pattern here. So instead of playing the triad with 1, 3, 5, try it with 1, 2, 3, like that. And just play it as a block. 1, 2, 3, as a block. 1, 2, 3. Now shift your right hand up an octave and play that again as a block. 1, 2, 3. Now play the top note with 5th finger by itself, which is a C, high C. And then we'll come back down to the block, 3, 2, 1. And then shift your hand down an octave, 3, 2, 1. So essentially, I'm just having you play it like this right now to learn. We're doing C, E, G. Then we're doing C, E, G. And then we're doing the high C by itself. Then we're coming back down just like this. Okay? Where you have the fingers 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, top note, 5, 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, and again, 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, top note, 5, back down, 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3. Let's try this in the key of G major. So this is just as easy. Now all you're going to do is go to G, B, D, 1, 2, 3 again. Okay, think the same pattern. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift up to G, 1, 2, 3, 5th finger plays G, back down, 1, 2, 3, and shift back down, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Okay? So each of these arpeggios you can practice this way in this block. Once you get comfortable with that, then we can actually go to the actual arpeggiated pattern. And I'm going to play it like this. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. And notice when I'm shifting, I'm really thinking about shifting to the triad. That's really the key. So we're not thinking one note at a time. We're thinking one hand position at a time, starting with the lower octave and then the upper octave. then back to the lower octave. So one way you can drill this is just what I'm doing right now. Lower octave, upper octave, lower octave, upper octave, lower octave, upper octave. Okay? Now let's go ahead and try this arpeggio with the right hand together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Ready? Again. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. Just like that. Okay? And let's try it for G major as well. So again, we have G, B, D, 1, 2, 3. And before we play the arpeggio, let's practice going from the lower octave and up to the upper octave, and back down to the lower octave, and back to the upper octave. G, B, D, shift. G, B, D, shift. G, B, D, shift. G, B, D, shift. G, B, D. And now let's try the arpeggio. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, top note. 1, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Ready? Again. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And now let's try D major. So D major, again, same fingerings, 1, 2, 3. But this time we have the notes D, F sharp, and A. D, F sharp, and A. And I'll show you what it looks like in the scale book. Okay. And we're just doing that right there, basically. So here, this is the block, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, see? And then the top note, and then 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. That's how it's segmented. Okay. So D, F sharp, A, 1, 2, 3. As a block chord, lower octave. And now shift to the upper octave, D, F sharp, A, 1, 2, 3. And back down to the lower octave, 1, 2, 3. And back up to the upper octave, 1, 2, 3. And back down to the lower octave. Okay. And now let's try it slowly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. Let's do that again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift. 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift. 3, 2, 1. And that's the D major arpeggio. Now let's take a look at A major. We just got 2 more. They feel exactly the same as D major. So in C major, we had all white keys. In G major, it's all white keys. In D major, the second finger is on the black key. On A major, the second finger is on the black key. And in E major, the second finger is on a black key. So really, it only feels like you're playing 2 different arpeggios. C and G, white key arpeggios, and D, A, and E, arpeggios where the middle note is a black key. Okay, so it's super easy. Once you get D major down, A major and E major are just as easy. Okay, so A major, let's do it. So now we have 1, 2, 3 on A, C sharp, and E. So again, it feels like the same hand position as D major, but now you're anchoring on the note A. Let's do the lower octave, A, C sharp, E, and shift to the upper octave, 1, 2, 3, and back to the lower octave, A, C sharp, E, and back up to the upper octave, A, C sharp, E, and back to the lower octave, 1, 2, 3. And now let's try the arpeggio slowly. Here we go. A, C sharp, E, shift, 1, 2, 3, top note. A, 3, 2, 1, shift to E, E, C sharp, A. Let's do that again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. And now let's take a look at E major's arpeggio. So like I said, it's going to feel just like D major and A major. We have E, G sharp, and B. E, G sharp, and B. Again, the same fingerings, 1, 2, and 3. So second finger is again on a black key. Let's try playing the lower octave, E, G sharp, B, and then shift to the upper octave, E, G sharp, B. Back to the lower octave, 1, 2, 3. Back up to the upper octave, 1, 2, 3. And back to the lower octave, 1, 2, 3. And now let's play the arpeggio. Here we go. E, G sharp, B, shift, E, G sharp, B, top note, E, back down, B, G sharp, E, shift, 3, 2, 1. And let's do that once again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, shift, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 2, 1, shift, 3, 2, 1. And those are the 5 major arpeggios we'll be doing in this class.